between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And now running right through it. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Lay down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Newton. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Again, this is Kamara, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Gonna use you!
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Give me some. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun! Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They'll set up to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Wide, get wide!
Detroit!
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
3 down. Mike 52.
Check!
Gun!
Check 99! Shift!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Four down! Alert!
On second down, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking long for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.